The first voicemail arrived at 20:41 a.m. That mattered later. At the time, I was too tired to care. I'd been awake for 3 nights straight, drifting in and out of that gray space where your body wants sleep, but your mind refuses to let go. The house felt wrong when I stayed up late, too quiet, like it was holding its breath, listening for me to make a mistake. I lived alone in a half-finished neighborhood on the edge of the woods. At night, the trees pressed close, their branches scraping together in a way that sounded deliberate, like fingers rubbing in anticipation. My phone buzzed on the kitchen counter. New voicemail, no missed call. That was the first wrong thing. The notification preview ready. Don't answer, please. I stared at it, heart slowing instead of speeding up. Something in me recognized the fear behind the words. I pressed play. Static, thick and wet. Breathing, close breathing. Then my voice, not recorded, not distorted. Hey, it whispered. You're awake. I know you are. I didn't move. I don't know how long this will work, my voice said. It keeps figuring things out. Faster every time. A sound in the background scraping. Slow, like something dragging itself across wood. If it calls you, don't answer, my voice whispered. If it sounds like me, don't listen. And if you hear knocking, the voicemail cut off. I stood there, staring at my phone. Then it buzzed again. Another voicemail, previewed. You already listened. My throat closed. I played it. No static this time, just silence. Then a soft chuckle, not mine, not human. And then a voice spoke in my mother's tone, gentle, familiar, devastatingly accurate. You shouldn't scare yourself like this, she said. You're just tired. I felt my knees weaken. I made you some tea. Her voice continued. Come outside. I'm on the porch. Behind her voice, I heard a sound that didn't belong. A wet clicking, like a mouth learning how to move. The voicemail ended. Something knocked. Not urgent. 3 slow taps. From my front door. Tap, tap. I hadn't moved since the voicemail ended. I didn't breathe. The knocking came again. Tap, tap, tap. Then my mother's voice spoke again, this time not from the phone, from the other side of the door. Honey, she said softly, open up. My mother was dead, had been for 6 years. I backed away from the door. The voice outside sighed. Oh, it said, right, you know that part? The doorknob turned, slow, testing, locked. Good. I backed into the hallway, heart pounding so hard it hurt. The house creaked, not settling, shifting. My phone buzzed again. Another voicemail. Preview. It's learning faster tonight. I played it. This time the voice wasn't mine. It was a man's voice, shaking, panicked. I kept it in the woods, he whispered. I swear I did. It didn't used to come inside. A sudden crash in the background, wood splintering. It copies voices, the man gasped. But that's not what it wants. It wants permission. A wet sound screaming. The voicemail cut off. At the same time, something scraped inside the walls, directly behind me, like fingernails tracing my spine through drywall. I ran, kitchen, lights on, every light. The window over the sink reflected my face back at me, pale, eyes wide, and behind my reflection, something moved. I turned. Outside the window, pressed close to the glass, was my face, smiling, too still, too wide. Its mouth opened, and my voice whispered through the glass, open the door. The glass fogged as it breathed. I screamed and stumbled backward, slamming into the table. Voicemail preview. Dion letai tia sawa uarnem. The thing outside tilted its head. It smiled harder. Why, it asked sweetly. That's what names are for. The lights flickered. The tapping started again, everywhere. Walls, ceiling, floor. Like the house itself was being tested for weak spots. I grabbed a chair and smashed it through the kitchen window. Glass exploded outward. Cold night air rushed in. The thing outside recoiled, shrieking, not in pain but in irritation. Its scream came from several mouths at once, from the woods, from the walls, from inside my own throat. I fell back, covering my ears, and then silence. The tapping stopped. The light steadied. My phone buzzed one last time. A voicemail. Previews. Good. Now, listen carefully. I played it. My voice again, calm, controlled. It doesn't like being seen, my voice said. And it doesn't like questions it can't steal answers to. A pause. It learns by listening. So whatever you do next, mean it. A soft whisper followed, barely audible. It's behind you. I turned. The hallway ceiling bulged downward, something pressed from above. A face formed under the paint. My face, mouth opening, paint cracking. I ran out of the house screaming. I didn't stop running until the sun came up. They found the house empty 2 days later. No signs of forced entry. No damage. No broken glass. My phone was still on the counter, unlocked, showing a voicemail notification. The police never played it. They didn't need to, because the preview text was enough. Hey, don't answer. It's not you anymore.